Benidorm town is busier than in August. Officially, we are at full capacity. Hotels are fully booked. And even in August, we didn't reach those numbers. And all because we are continuing the November fiestas. Today is Tuesday, which is the same day you will see this video when it's going to be published. And this is pre-last day of November fiestas. Tomorrow, Wednesday, is going to be the last day. There's going to be a big parade. And it's going to be the end with the fireworks of November fiesta celebration. After which, immediately on the next day, we'll have the fancy dress party. This is going to be bizarre. There's going to be a lot of movement, a lot of people everywhere we go. And even now, it is already the case. We've shown you already several areas. And right now, it's time for the Old Town and a little bit of the Levante beach. A full walk just for you to see what's actually going on in different sides of the city in case you're planning to arrive here on November fiestas next upcoming year. The Old Town looks really, really vivid. On the sun, it's actually quite warm, which is a surprising thing. Today in the evening, you'll see the Benidorm news update, and there we'll talk about the forecast for the upcoming week. You'll be shocked on a huge difference of temperatures that is awaiting us. It's insane. In a matter of just a few days' time, we will have some very, very cold temperatures. But meanwhile, the sun's shining. There's plenty of people everywhere we go. This is the Dove Park, officially known as Parc de Elche. And here there's some history, some information about the celebrations, about what's happening in the city. Obviously, our lovely doves and some pigeons that are mixed up with them. They live here whole year long, and people come and feed them here, so they live a very, very good and happy life. Trust me. Plenty of people just sit down here in the Dove Park, surrounded by palm trees and ficus trees. People just enjoy, watch the skyline of Benidorm on the Poniente beach, which is where we are right now. This is the beginning of the Poniente beach. And people just sit down, relax, have a chat one with each other. And right there, by the way, there's a lot of works happening. This is where they are cleaning the beach right now. They've closed it down already because tomorrow, this is where the fireworks will be. For those of you who will be here or for next year, on the last day, there's always fireworks after the parade, which means that this is a place where it's going to be held, and there's going to be quite a lot of people in this area. So if we will be able to see it, we'll definitely show it to you guys. Some typical traditional music. It's the same group that usually is by the Levante beach, but a lot of the times they switch from Levante to Poniente beach. It's either one place or the other. So many people are just sitting down on the sunshine, enjoying some lovely day outside, and it's around plus 20 on the sunshine, I would say. So it's quite a nice weather. Taking into consideration we're almost half through November. Time just flies. Let us know if you feel the same way, but for some reason, maybe it's because of the amount of work, maybe it's because there's always something to do, but for us the time just flies. And we just started November, but it's already almost mid-November, and in nothing, we're going to be decorating our home, our office, our migration consulting office, our real estate company for Christmas already. That is bizarre. Time just flies. It's incredible. And so many people are still coming here to enjoy their holidays or even spend a whole entire winter in a warm and sunny Benidorm town. A lot of people, really, really busy. There's police cars everywhere. There's ambulance cars everywhere, Red Cross, civil protection. But that is something that's required by law. This is extremely busy. And you could have seen at the beginning of the video, Benidorm is busier right now than it was in August month. And August typically is the busiest month of the year, of the whole entire year. So imagine November being busier than August. And the curious part is that people might say, oh, it doesn't look like it. The beach is not packed up. But it is because it's almost mid-November already. And not a lot of people are heading to the beach. For some, it's slightly chilly. And what most people do is they just split in different areas of Benidorm. Some of them are in the old town, others in Rincon de Loix, others in the city center, Mediterranean Avenue, different sides of Benidorm, traditional city center, viewpoints, natural parks, activities, villages nearby. People are doing somewhat different types of activities, which is why you won't see the beach packed up to the top. Obviously, it's not as hot anymore, but still, for mid-November, look at that. This is a small Malpas beach. It is one of our favorite, but it's also the busiest one in summer, unless you come early in the morning. So even this small beach is quite busy right now. And now we're heading up the stairs towards the old town's viewpoint. There's also obviously other alternatives how to get here. The stairs are the fastest way because we don't have to go around, but there's also different streets on the left side that are streets where cars can also pass, of the locals, of the residents, and meaning that these areas are wheelchair accessible. And for those who don't want to climb the stairs, those who have some mobility issues, those streets are not as steep. They don't have these beautiful views, but it is a great option to actually go up and enjoy the views with all the rest of the travelers. Right here next to the church and by the castle viewpoint, there's some lovely bars. Mojito Bar, very nice place. It's always packed up and there's so many cocktails here. I always see so colorful cocktails in this area. That's incredible. And it's always packed with people. Always. Look at this. Sun shining and it is full. There's literally not a free table available on the outside terrace. It is absolutely incredible. Many people are heading from the old town towards the bottom. They're heading towards the fair in the evening, the market. During the day, just enjoying, doing sightseeing, tours, etc., exploring on their own. While in the evening, it's when the vast majority of the events is happening. With an exception of, for example, mascleta, which are firecrackers. Firecrackers are happening always at 2 p.m. Right now, it is slightly earlier than that. So I suspect that people from here are heading right now towards the Poniente beach. Straight road up until the Avenue James I, Jaime Primero. It's called. And right there is where the mascleta will be celebrated. Look at how beautiful it is. It looks like a paradise place. And then you lift your head up and you see giant skyscrapers on the horizon. It's just so different. It's nothing like any other place that we know here in Spain. Boats. This is Submarine World Aquario 2. Maybe it's the one that goes towards Benidorm Island, not too sure. Or maybe it's the one that goes to Calpe. One of these two it has to be, definitely. And these types of boats usually operate with normality even now in November. I think they reduce the schedule a little bit and they depend a lot on the weather forecast, on the rain, or in general if there's a very strong wind. But overall, you're still able to get these boats to enjoy. And as you could have seen, it is quite busy inside. There's quite a lot of people using this boat today to explore and discover. All the typical bars, there's 2 bars here, 2 cafeterias. Both of them are working quite a lot. These are the only ones right here on the viewpoint. And plenty of people are sitting here on the terraces. Quite a lot of people on the viewpoint as well. Right in front we have the castle viewpoint. And from here you can see the port of Benidorm, the Malpas small beach, which is this one here, the Old Town beach, and the whole entire Poniente beach. With some nicest viewpoints at the end of it. It is slightly bigger than the Levante beach. It's around 2.2 kilometers, if I'm not wrong. So it's slightly longer, but it's also a very nice walk. There's way less bars and clubs and noise out there. It's more nature. So it's really recommended for those who would want something slightly more relaxing to have a walk, even a sports walk if you wish. Oh, there's some microphones right here for, I suppose there's like street artists. It is always the case here in the old town. There's always street artists, performers of different kind, painters. They are just using this place as probably some kind of inspiration, I would say. Probably that's the correct word. Some kind of an inspiration, a muse for their creativity to grow. And obviously for those people who are just sitting down here, some nice typical Spanish music, some flamenco, some guitar. Oh, it's like a picturesque place to be. And as you can see, it also has wheelchair access, obviously, which makes it great because even babies, boogies, wheelchairs, people of all types of ages with all different types of issues or mobility problems can still enjoy fully all this entire area. It is absolutely beautiful, and a lot of the times we forget where we are because we see it on a daily basis. For us, it's not something extraordinary, but it actually is. It truly is. Look at how busy the Levante beach is today. And there's a lot of people actually swimming here right now. And that answers your question on what's happening in November. If I'm coming mid-November, can I still swim? Can I still go to the beach? This is the best answer you can get. See it with your own eyes in our videos so that you could plan accordingly your holidays. A lot of people are here right now, but shortly they'll go and continue the November fiesta and the celebration. Let's head slightly closer back towards the church. Right here by the church, remember we've shown you a day or two ago different types of bouquets that people were bringing, like flowers that people were bringing during parades. Well, all these flowers are here right now. Look at this beauty. All these flowers for the Virgin, for the patron of our city, for the saint, let's say like this, for the saint of our city. All these flowers are here, tucked in right here. They're all gonna be here up until the end of the celebration, which is gonna be tomorrow. Apart from all that, going down the hill, which brings us towards the street, the avenue of Alameda, where the Hotel Alameda is located, and on the left side there's the Tapas Alley. All the shops here are open, the vast majority of them, even though it is bank holiday, technically nothing's open. And technically, children don't have school right now up until upcoming Thursday. So today and tomorrow more. But even so, many businesses decided to open because, well, if it's going to be so busy on the streets, you might as well use this time to try and get some more clientele, right? And try and get some business done. That's what a lot of people are doing, and a lot of business owners are doing, especially bars, cafeterias, restaurants. Some places do, however, close down and they say, we'll see you after the fiestas, happy fiestas, etc. But others just stay here and they go through all of it with all the people on the streets and with all their clients and regular customers. On the right side, we have the direct road towards the Levante beach. This is where we have the official tourism information office. Oh, look at some souvenir shops are also open today. Obviously, there's a lot of tourism here right now. Tourism information office, really good place to get some flyers and grab some information, especially for the fiestas. If you want to have like something printed on hand, where can you go, what can you see, which museum has which exposition right now. We do tend to provide quite a good idea of it here on the channel in the news update, usually in the tourism update. But if you want something specific for your dates, that's the best place to go. And look at the Levante beach. We've seen it slightly already from the top, from the viewpoint, but here you can have a better idea of what's happening. The entire promenade is really busy with people. All the bars, terraces, cafeterias. People are everywhere we go. And it does look like definitely a proper summer. It doesn't look like it's mid-November now. It looks like a proper summer month. But yeah, we're heading towards mid-November already. If not for some autumn clothes that we see every now and then, rest of the people are wearing summer clothing, so we could easily say it is summer. Although it is not. Incredibly busy True that it's busier than in August. The perception is not as deep, not as high, because the beach is not as packed as it is in summer, but people are just elsewhere. And you can see on the promenade, you can see it everywhere we go. There's people on every single corner of our loveliest town. And it's incredible at the same time. The city is alive. It's never empty. There's so many things that you can do here for your fiesta, for your celebrations, for your holidays in general. So even if you're arriving or you're planning on booking holidays for next year for November, just to let you know, it's going to be busy. Book in advance, because November fiestas and a fancy dress are dates that are really, really popular, and it's going to be really, really busy everywhere you go. Not packed up, because there's plenty of places, so people just spread evenly, but definitely really busy, vivid, and with so many things you're able to do if you'll come here on holidays. Even still, stay on the beach, lay down on the sunshine, read a book, just enjoy the views and the sounds and relax. Or even go for a swim if you don't mind a slightly cooler water. Thank you for accompanying us in today's Benidorm walking tour during the November fiesta. As you can see, absolutely busy. We've seen first costumes that people put on in advance, even before the fancy dress hits. But we're all ready to go. We're finishing our typical November fiestas, and just in a couple of days' time, it's time for the Fancy Dress 2025. We'll keep you updated with brand new videos here on the channel. Today in the evening, it's time for Benidorm News.